fatal heart impacts, past painful scars. In fact, I blast tasteful bars and pass. I back up my actions, fact don't ask, grab reactions, jacked attack with every word, then act with class as they hear me snap. I got nothing to lose, cause I fought and felt the bruise. Now I'm not the one confused, call the shots and they produce. I ain't lost, I'm finally loose, pick a new silver excuse. I need the views to boost me to a new abuse of being used. Everybody wants a piece now, y'all can rest in peace now. You're dead to me, so peace out. Remember, you're discreet now. Get ready for defeat now.
Alrighty. Hello everybody. This is Kirusho here. And now, whenever we last left off with this series, we had Izuku Midoriya. And well, in the last part, Midoriya, he was a bit busy. After Hope Summers was born, Cable took her to the future. And Midoriya, in this amount of time, 2 weeks passing, he helped to rebuild the Hellfire Club bar. He's been getting to get closer with magic. Along with that, he was offered a job by Mina, which would bring him around her more. Now, with that being said, Midoriya did also publicly ask people how they would feel if mutants started to be born once again. Since Midoriya, he does fear what the public's response would be. Now, the Purifiers, the ones who did cause this event that killed Hope Summer's family and her hometown, they do not believe Midoriya knows another mutant has been born. However, the time of his question does seem to be kind of a coincidence. So they believe that Midoriya is aware of this, and that they should be more careful. Now, with that being said, we did then have Midoriya, who was using the Mind Stone and discovered what it was, as Apocalypse came walking onto the lawn of the Xavier Institute. Now, with that being said, we will start with Izuku Midoriya, who he is standing there, and he does still hold up the Mind Stone, thinking about the possibilities that they can use this thing for. And he does want to send it away to try and find the other stones. Now, Midoriya, he actually would go flying up into the air, as he does get ready to let go of it and let it find another. As Midoriya, he does stop. Whenever he does see a man in armor walk around the house of the Xavier Institute, Midoriya immediately getting on guard and telling everyone to prepare to battle, since they don't know who this guy is. Now, Midoriya will go rushing forwards, as he does hold the stone in his hand, and he does hold it tightly. As Midoriya, he does bring it up and go to smash Apocalypse in the face. However, Apocalypse, he does just step to the right of Midoriya's punch, and a shockwave is exactly where he was standing, as Apocalypse would just reveal that he is not here to fight, as he does go to bring up one of his hands. Who are you? Midoriya would say. The way he's holding his body, he's ready to throw out a quick left jab as hard as he can if this guy doesn't answer his question. Me, my child. You see, I am a mutant. Really? And where have you been this whole time? I have been busy. I wanted to talk. Especially with you, my son. Don't call me your son. I see. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Apocalypse. I am the first mutant. All of you are my children. Now, Midoriya does just look at this guy. What? So you're him? You've heard of me? Yes. I've heard from, well, two different time travelers, which, funny enough, is more than it should be. You're a villain, aren't you? A bad guy? Hmm. Well, in any other circumstance, I would be. However, look at our people. We used to be 30 million strong, did we not? I could feel it. My children spreading around the world and showing off abilities. One day I felt a disturbance in my slumber, and it almost awoken me. However, there was a day where I awakened and found that my children were almost all gone. M-Day. M-Day. Is that what you call it? The event that happened 4 years ago? Yes. Listen, I don't expect you to know, but a lot's happened. Oh, I'm aware. I'm here because of the first mutant born. She's gone already. I can't even find her. I see. You could if you wanted to, however. Your powers are, well, what I expect of a child of mine. You must be the leader. No, I'm not the leader. Trust me, no measure should I be in charge here. Now, people are walking up, and they do hear what Apocalypse did say. No one's really in charge. It's more or less they've just been following who's ever been taking it. Which, just so happens, to fall in line behind Midoriya, Wolverine, and Cyclops. Now, this is quite intriguing, as Apocalypse would see more and more of his children. He is impressed with some of their mutations, and he even does look directly towards Rogue, asking about her power. I absorb others. Quite a gift. You're able to take others away. I thank you. Now, Rogue wasn't too sure how to respond to that. However, you do have Midoriya, who does ask him why is he here. To restore my children. My blood can help. And once I give it to anyone who was a mutant, they will be fully restored. What? That can't be right. Take your blood, become a mutant again? Is that how it works? Not exactly. It's highly toxic to regular humans. So what you're saying is you want a former mutant to try your blood and see if they survive. Yes. I've had no such luck locating a child of mine. However, here I believe that you can give me a hand. And it would be very helpful. I'm not trusting you. I see. Well, young man, Apocalypse would say, telling Midoriya to simply look through his mind, he speaks the truth. Now, Midoriya he does bring his hands up, putting his hands on Apocalypse's head, and reading his mind. Now, he does see what this guy has gone through, the way he explored the world, and what he really does want to do. Mutants are a strong species, and they are Homo superior. And he wants them to rule the world. He wants humanity to worship them as gods. And Midoriya, he does somewhat get it, in a way. Humans, they are somewhat lacking in areas where mutants can make up in. Mental power, physical power, and all everywhere in between. However, the idea that they rule them is absurd. Now, Midoriya does tell him that he can help him get mutants back. However, there is going to be a few things. Now, Apocalypse, he would agree to the terms, as somebody does start to walk with him towards the X Manor. As you have Midoriya, who does just stand there watching as he does walk away. Now, some people are rallying behind this man, as you do have Midoriya, who does stand there with Magic, Rogue, Laura, and the Stefford sisters. Jeez. Okay. So, one of the biggest threats I thought I've ever faced in my entire life is currently walking into the house I live in. Anyone got any ideas? No. Nothing here. Yeah, I'm kind of drawing a blank. I just thought about stabbing him. Noted. Anyways, I'm gonna try and figure this all out. Just try and keep him away from my sister. Alright. And you two. Tell me the moment something goes wrong. I'll scramble his brains from halfway across the planet. Now, the Stefford sisters do look at Midoriya as he said that sentence, telling him to calm down. Now, Midoriya, he would apologize, talking about how this guy is putting him on edge. Now, Laura, she does just tell Midoriya that they got it, and if anything, they can try and trust the guy. Alright. Well, Midoriya would say, bringing his hand up and pulling the stone from his pocket, talking about how he's off, and telling the stone to go find another, or to go seek out its counterpart. The stone just glowing with energy, as it does go straight up into the sky, and Midoriya does watch as it does begin to start flying in a direction. Him wishing them goodbye as he does fly up behind it to catch up. Now, Midoriya, he does follow it, and he is thinking about where they're going. It can't be on Earth, can it? Are these stones located here? Are they homed here? No, that can't be right. These things were from all across the universe, if I have it correct. At least that's what Onslaught said. Now, with that being said, Midoriya, he does fly off the island and follow it. It's strange. The trajectory they're headed for, it's almost like they're heading towards... Now, Midoriya, he would find a giant red sphere over what used to be Genosha. Now, Midoriya is taken aback, as he does look at this. And he does actually go to reach out for the stone and grab it, as he does feel it pulling towards the sphere. And Midoriya would just tell it to calm down. He'll find the other one. Now, Midoriya, he does gain control over the Mind Stone, as he does just bring it up to his forehead. Now, the Mind Stone does stay with Midoriya, as he does go to reach his hand out towards the sphere. And he does put his hand on it. It's weird. It's almost like jelly. I swear, I feel like I could just... Now, something does reach out and grab Midoriya by his wrist. And Midoriya, he just does sit there for a second confused, as he's pulled into this sphere. Now, with that being said, the moment this did happen, the Stefford sisters, they could no longer sense Midoriya's mind. Midoriya's power was amplified for a second, and they knew exactly where he was, and then just blip off the map. Now, this did concern them. However, they did want to focus on the giant guy or apocalypse who is currently in their house. And you do even have Yui, who, after hearing that this is the first mutant who woke up after everything, yeah, this shit does not make sense to her. Now, she does hear about what he can do, and she would call some of her friends who survived. Now, she would ask the question to them: are they willing to become mutants once again if they were able to? Some respond with yes. Some respond with no, which caught her by surprise. They hated their powers, and they're finally welcomed home. Now, this does kind of concern Yui, talking about how this is their home. To which they talk about how no, it wasn't. It was a school and an orphanage. That's really it. And they would hang up the phone. Now, Yui, she is able to talk somebody, or at least talk some of her friends who do want to become mutants again, to coming back to the school. Since they might be able to do this, she made them fully aware of this idea about dying. However, some of them don't really have very much left. Their family, yeah, they were booted. Their work, yeah, it's public knowledge that they're mutants or former mutants. No one would either hire them or they would just not get paid enough money. Now, a lot of them, they did turn to crime. The ones who were successful are underground. Now, back over with Midoriya. Midoriya, he does wake up confused, as he's looking around. He's concerned about what this is. Why does my head hurt? Now, Midoriya would feel the Mind Stone on his forehead, as he does look around. And he's struck by surprise. He's in the X Mansion? Wait, where am I? Midoriya would say, him looking down at his hands, before getting out of his bed and going to run over to a mirror, as he does see his younger self. Whoa, no way. I'm a kid again? This can't be right. I was just 22, wasn't I? No, wait. The stone. Yeah, I was. I was pulled in. Now, somebody would knock on Midoriya's door. And Midoriya, he is concerned about answering that. Him walking over and turning the knob and pulling it open. As for Midoriya to do that, he did see somebody who just made him freeze. As Kitty does lunge forward at him and go to hug him. Midoriya just freezing up and tensing. Kitty? Hey, Izuku. How are you? I'm... Oh, okay, but... You're... How are you? Now, she would just give Midoriya a kiss. And Midoriya, he doesn't know what to even say. She's here? Alive? This makes no sense. She's dead, isn't she? But she feels real. She's talking. Now, Kitty would pull away, telling Midoriya that he's going to be late for breakfast, as she does go to phase through the ground. Yeah, that's definitely her. Now, Midoriya would then actually watch as Kirk does teleport onto the railing over the staircase. Midoriya looking up to see him. Kirk? Hey, you're gonna be late. Him teleporting away. Midoriya still just there. him going to just say that he might as well just do it himself too. Him leaping over the railing and floating into the kitchen. As somebody does tell Midoriya to not do that, and that he's being very reckless with his power. Midoriya making a remark that they don't know how it's like to fly. As Rogue does say that it's actually very fun. Now, Laura, she does just talk about how that it's still annoying for them. And to just walk through the kitchen. Oh, come on, X. It's not that bad. Still, you're annoying me a lot, you know? Why? Because I see you as a moving target. Calm down, calm down. Anyways. Now, Midoriya would sit down, and he would try to eat his breakfast. However, everyone around him, he's sitting at a table full of ghosts, and it's kind of terrifying to him. Some people he does know, some people he recognizes. And you did even have a mutant who did come walking in. Midoriya knew exactly who they were, because he killed them. Now, Midoriya, he did look at this confused, as he does walk outside the mansion and take flight. Nothing looks the same. The dome is not there. This world, was I just in a nightmare? No, this is fake. It's not real. It's all an illusion of some kind. Now, Midoriya, he does begin to start flying around town. And he does see everything. He sees Genosha. The mutants are still here. They're alive. And this world, it's home. It's so beautiful. Now, Midoriya, he does just bring up his hands. And he does go to pull the Mind Stone off of his forehead. Still holding it in his hand, asking it where the other one is. Now, the stone does begin to start pulling Midoriya in a direction. And Midoriya, he does just follow it. Now, Midoriya, he's being told by a few mutants who are doing crazy and out of ordinary things that are considered normal here to either watch out or to learn to phase, since no one would save him if he got hit by a stray blast of energy, lightning bolts, or anything like that. Midoriya forgot the craziness of this place. And it's actually very fun. Now, Midoriya, he did eventually get to the front door of a building. And he does go to knock on the door. As a man does go to answer it. Midoriya looking up at the man. As he does see Magneto. Mr. Magneto? Zuko. It's you. What can I do for you, young man? I'm here looking for a stone. Okay, that's an unorthodox request. Did you try the park? Did you try over there? Him pointing out in a direction. Talking about how he could find some on the beach. No, it's not like that. It's a red stone? I don't think I know what you're talking about. Then again, I could, have you talk to my son and possibly my daughter. Or even Polaris. She might be aware of it. Oh, okay. Now, Midoriya would walk in, as he does talk to Quicksilver. He doesn't know what Midoriya is talking about. However, he does remark that Scarlet is always in her room playing. Now, Midoriya, he would talk to Polaris, and she does seem like a nice girl. Midoriya wondering what happened to her in the real world. As he does then head to Scarlet's room, him knocking on the door as a girl would answer. And Midoriya, he does just stand there. Hi, you're Scarlet, right? Yeah? Hi. Who might you be? Oh, I'm Azuka Midoriya, or better known as Powerhouse. Oh, I think I know who you are. So, what are you doing here? Now, with that being said, I do hope you guys enjoyed. Have an amazing day. Catch you guys in the next part.